I testified before House of Commons Finance Committee last fall, and they didn't like what I had to say. I said, for the last roughly 50 years, really since probably the 70s, we have the Laurentian elites, as they're sometimes called. Those are the political decision makers in Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, have followed this belief, this call it an ideology, that we can protect and subsidize, regulate, and tax our way to prosperity. And I argue that that model of the last 50 years, which is quite similar to the European model, has turned out to be a failure. And what we have to do is open up the economy. About a third of our economy is suffering from protectionism. And just very quickly, Alan, the word protectionism is an Orwellian phrase. I mean, everyone says, yeah, I want to be protected. Or it is Orwellian because when we talk about protection, and Premier Ford does too, what they're talking about is keeping out competition, foreign competition, like in the cell phone and the telephone industry, so that the oligopoly monopolists can then jack the prices up because they don't have competition to keep them down. We've seen the same thing in groceries. We've seen the same thing in banking. We've seen the same thing in airlines. And, Nobel Prizes have been won by some of the most brightest economists at some of the world's best universities, showing that there's no substitute for competition.